You know how in romantic movies you see a good girl falling in love with a bad guy that's like a jock, the tough guy who wears the leather jacket and such, and it makes you wonder and say, what the heck? Sometimes it doesn't make sense, and we've seen this scenario in plenty of TV shows and even real life too. So why do good girls like bad guys? Is it their look, their carefree attitude, their cologne perhaps? Not quite. There is a bit of more psychology behind the bad boy obsession, so let's get to the core of why the good girls like the bad boys with these 6 totally different experiences. Number 1, bad guys are fun, at first. We always see that bad boys seem to be their own person. They don't care about who says what, which rules are where, or what other thinks about them. This carefree attitude is attractive because it's simply freeing. We all live in a world where everything is controlled, from how long we can take to eat lunch, to how much we earn and pay for things, to what you can and cannot say in certain settings. Bad guys break this mold and depict an unconventional lifestyle and attitude. This fun, easygoing way of life can be super attractive until you realize that it comes with its losses. Breaking the rules is a good time until the consequences catches up to you. This shiny new toy feel loses its spark pretty fast, but the good girl doesn't know that, and that's how the bad guy could get a good girl. Number 2, they let good girls express a little rebellion. Because bad guys don't want a proper prim partner, they allow good girls to express their own little rebellion. This might be a new feeling for the good girl since she is so used to always being good and well behaved. Some good girls are tired of it all and like some experience, especially if they come from a place where their parents try to shelter them. What better way than to rebel against your house rules than to date a bad boy? This will definitely show the parents what's up. Number 3, good girls think they can change them. This reason is one that can bring a heck of a lot of disappointment. As sad as it is to say, some girls like a new project. Good girls can have it all in their lives. Smarts, respect, future opportunities. It gives them a sense that they can help others achieve the same thing. This can be great if you're doing volunteer work or hired as a social worker, but it isn't the same with a boyfriend. A good girl will take on the challenge of a bad boy to try and help him live up to his potential. The secret is that you can't fall in love with potential. It's a disaster waiting to happen, and the good girl will unfortunately realize it later rather than sooner, and this only happens to some good girls. Number 4, the physical attraction. Bad boys have an air of attraction about them, and it's not just about their attitude that sparks it. Close your eyes and picture a bad boy. What do you see? Probably a tall guy, generally fit, wearing black. Maybe he's got a scowl going on, and you wouldn't want to get under his skin. Very few people would picture someone short, stout, round, or laughing. This bad boy look attracts girls from the inside out. The truth is that evolution has made women subconsciously attracted to men who can protect them. This includes physical height, body muscle, stance, and level of aggression. All of these which a bad boy typically shows well. Number 5, it's scandalous. When a good girl dates a bad boy, people talk. There are whispers, questions, and looks. It's a big deal, and sometimes good girls want to be a big deal. Instead of flying under the radar like usual, it might feel nice for the good girl to get a little attention. If she's on the arm of a bad boy, what a scandal. Her name will be running through the grapevine, and this part is solely for attention. Number 6, maybe deep down, she's not so good after all. This idea of a good girl could vary depending on culture and from person to person, and it's not always the same for everyone. If a good girl dates a bad guy and another bad guy and another, maybe she's not so good after all. I mean, if you both get along so well, there must be more than a few things in common, right? You would think after a few bad consequences, people would learn, but what if they don't learn and they are actually bad instead? I'll let you ponder around that for a while. But overall, good girls come in all shapes and sizes, but the one thing they have in common is that they usually make sensible moral decisions. Being good is great, but being good can sometimes be boring. When the good girl decides to take the plunge and go for the bad guy, it adds a little spice to her otherwise bland life. But if she sticks around for long enough, her life becomes so spicy that it's hard to swallow. While a good girl might like a bad guy for now, don't take it for granted that she will be with him forever, and we see this in movies and shows all the time. It's hard for the personality to both click in the long run, so if you're a good boy, you might catch a good girl if you wait it out. I'm just saying, bad guys finish last. But do let me know if you spot any bad guys in your lifetime, and if you like this video, feel free to give it a like and maybe consider subscribing for more weekly uploads. And as always, thanks for watching.